Hi, my name is Alex Paula, and I am 13 years old and have been a CAP kid for almost 9 years. I was diagnosed with alopecia areata at age 4. What most people don't realize is that it's all my mom's fault. You see, her family's from Greece, and she grew up with a lot of thick, dark hair. So after having my brother, when she got pregnant with me, she prayed that if she had a girl, she wouldn't have the hair issues that she had growing up. And as we can all see from my awesome hairdo, God has a sense of humor when he answers our prayers. Since I was so young when I was diagnosed, I didn't worry about my hair very much and didn't care what people thought of me. I did still want my hair though, and my parents just wanted to make me feel good. So we tried a steroid for 6 weeks with no visual results. Then we tried a cream for my head, but as soon as it started doing what it was meant to do, irritating my head, I wanted nothing to do with it. We tried some natural treatments too, but nothing worked. After that, I never wore anything to cover up. I was just me. But when kids started staring and noticing I was different, I started to wear a bandana. Not a wig or hat to cover my whole head, but just a bandana. Soon enough, kids started noticing how good I looked in a bandana, and they all started wearing them too. I did regrow my hair in 2nd grade. It got pretty long too. But as it grew in, I lost hair in other areas like my eyebrows. My hair hasn't quite decided whether it wants to stay or go, and I haven't regrown a full head of hair since. When I was growing up, I was among the very fortunate because no kids ever really looked at me funny or bullied me. This is partially because of my mom. She jumped at every opportunity to inform people about alopecia. She had letters sent out to every family and all the staff in school to inform people. She told my dance and gymnastics classes. We took part in the CAP book program, where CAP donates a book about alopecia to your school library. And once I got to middle school, she had Mr. Wojtowicz come in and speak to my grade, not only about alopecia, but about not judging people by their appearance, because you never know what's going on in their life. Mr. Wojtowicz and the CAP organization have helped me and many others growing up dealing with hair loss. CAP has given me confidence just by bringing kids together to show me and them that we aren't as alone as we seem. With this new confidence I obtain, I can go anywhere or do anything with my shiny head held high, not caring what other people thought of me, because if anyone had a problem with me, that was their problem, not mine. CAP isn't just for the kids. CAP also helps the parents. There was an online chat that I know my mom had used for parents to discuss how their kids are doing and any of their concerns. Also, at the monthly meetings, while the kids are enjoying each other's company, the parents get a chance to talk about dealing with alopecia at home. CAP also gives sample letters that parents can use to send to school, like my parents did. These resources definitely help my parents because, as any parent would be, my parents were scared. Not for themselves, but for me and how I and others would deal with my alopecia. My parents were willing to do what it took to make me feel comfortable. My dad even offered to shave his head for me, but I thought that was a little bit too weird. But they never made me do anything. They never forced me to do treatments, because if the treatments were worse than a disease, then it's not worth it to us. But CAP helped my parents by showing them how I could deal with it. And since I was confident and comfortable with my condition, so were they. CAP didn't really change my brother that much though, because as far as he was concerned, I was already strange enough. A little hair loss was no big deal. But CAP did teach him that sometimes he would have to stick up for me or explain my condition to someone. When I was too little to know what cancer was, older kids would take one look at me and tell each other that I had cancer. I didn't know what to do, but my brother looked them in the eye and told them they were wrong and explained why. My brother and my parents have been a great help to me growing up with my condition. It also helped that I was so young when I was diagnosed, so people at home get used to me not having hair. Having CAP in my life from the beginning has made a world of difference to me. I grew into myself without being self-conscious of being the only different looking one. But I've met lots of kids that weren't as lucky as me and got diagnosed in their teen years, and it's been amazing to see what CAP does for them. New kids will come to their first meeting with hats and wigs because they feel insecure, but a few meetings later, they will come as they really are with no hats or wigs because they know they aren't alone anymore and no one's going to judge them. CAP has changed many kids like this. Every year, we have Alopecia Palooza, a camp where all the kids and adults from many states and now even other countries meet, have fun together, and face alopecia together. It has been a privilege every year to go to Alopecia Palooza and see new kids, scared and insecure, rip off their hats and wigs to show us their true selves. And they do this only having known us for a few short days, and that is proof of the amazing effect CAP has. CAP also teaches kids that no matter what people say about you, you can do anything you want to. For example, over the years, I have met Miss Delaware Kayla Martell, pro athletes like Olympic gold medal Sasiana Stitz, models, actors and actresses, and an NBA-based basketball player. a Hollywood stunt coordinator and a special effects director, a CNN news correspondent, and many more, all with alopecia. None of these people have let anyone else get in the way of their dreams. These are just some of the wonderful things CAP does. This is why it is so important to me and all of us that you are here tonight. By supporting CAP, you are helping children and other families like ours get past the difficulties that come with alopecia areata. CAP helps to educate and inform people about alopecia, but more importantly, CAP provides us support to help build self-esteem and confidence in kids so that we can own our alopecia and not let it own us. CAP started out with 4 kids at the first meeting and has now grown into an international organization. But CAP wouldn't be able to help as many people without your help. So thank you for coming and supporting CAP.